Hey guys, I'm pretty excited to show I just got my first metal lathe, and it does need some cleaning. That's kind of what I'm going to be asking in this video. I picked up this Southbend 9A metal lathe, and let me pull back. I made sure that none of the teeth were missing, and that even though the motor wasn't working at the time, that I kind of gave it a quick once over. Thankfully, the person that used it may have watched MrPete, because he did not use an air compressor, and it looks fairly clean in there. I've done a once over through it and didn't see that there are any teeth missing or anything like that. Also, the saddle I've yet to open up, but I was maybe considering opening up the apron on it, checking if there's anything bad, or just kind of cleaning it up in general, because this I don't think I might not touch. And then also I've heard scary stories about trying to adjust the headstock and then having it lose precision, so that's something I'm also kind of hesitant on, but this is the thing. So that's what, and I think it's 50,006, so it's one of their earlier, because I think it went up to like 168,000 metal lathes made. So she's one of the earlier ones, and some of the things, like, I'm unsure if this is the original, because I know normally they look like a bell shape. Sorry, I'm rambling. This is some of the accessories that came along with it. Also, I know normally it has the lantern on it, but this one actually has a super fancy Ford prototype. Yeah, also I think it came with a Cushman is the brand for the. I'd like to get a Ford jaw eventually, but happy with this for now for starting off. One of the other questions I had was recommendations for me going forward with the motor. This one is, I'm not sure if it's the original, it's fairly old. It's a Century, and I think it's a 3-phase 220, can be converted to 208, and it's a 1/4 horsepower. I have some vacuum pumps that have been sitting around that are like 1.5 horsepower that are 110 volt. I may consider switching this. I'd like to hear people's opinions on that. And the only other issue I've seen so far is this had snapped here, and it looked like they had tried to weld it with, I think, maybe MIG or something, so it was very blocky and just snapped off. But thankfully, Mr. Dan, one of my friends that's been teaching me how to use a very similar Southbend lathe, was able to braze this, so hopefully it'll be able to keep in track. But here's some of the accessories that also came with it. It's pretty exciting stuff, and just happy to hear any suggestions, or I can send more pictures if need be, but any recommendations are greatly appreciated. Thank you guys.